Hello. Can't hear you, BZ.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm talking to Christine, trying to get her on here.
Okay. Let me turn the light on.
Yep. But just right around there, the virtual meeting, you can see, what was it? It was a button next to the virtual on the same line, go over.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Make tea.
Oh, there you go. Maybe Elaine can walk you through it better than I can.
What are you trying to do?
This is Christine trying to get on. So tell her where you are. I'm going to hold the phone up to the screen.
What's going on? I don't understand.
Where are you?
Blues on the top. There's some kind of box on the left-hand side. Home, boards, committee, select from a list. So I'm on. It says virtual meeting.
Where in what?
I think I know what's going on.
Okay.
You click on, wait, I was just there. You don't click on the virtual meeting. You click on, hold on.
To the right of it, right?
You click on details and agenda.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And now it goes into this boldly printed town of
So
Shutesbury.
scroll down.
Now where do I go?
Scroll down that, and you'll see a blue link for the
Zoom
Zoom.
meeting.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yep. All right. See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
And now look for her to.
She should pop up here.
There she is. There you are.
Sure.
Good job.
Bye.
Okay.
Jane.
Checking in. So who are we waiting for? Anybody else? Is it Meryl coming or anybody else?
Nope, doesn't matter.
All right. I say we call this meeting to order.
I agree.
Thank you. And I really apologize about trying to get this. It was not me. I mean, amazingly, it really wasn't me. Because when I called Grace, she was like, oh my God, it's really a problem. It was somehow the computer, because of Martin Luther King's birthday, I don't know. It was, nobody could make any, she was trying to do another meeting and she said, I got to call the tech guy. And I'm like, I'm so happy to hear that. It made me feel so good. But I'm sorry about all the emails going back and forth. I'm like,
It's okay.
Anyway. All right. So thank you for those minutes from the last meeting, Christine. Those were excellent.
Can we approve them?
Yeah, can we approve them?
Sure.
Sure. I
Okay.
vote we approve them.
I
Great.
vote we approve them.
Okay.
So,
And maybe we should just go around what people were supposed to do to talk to people, or, I just spent the last hour and a half checking in with people again about garden stuff. And I've got a great new person to help us.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
excellent.
good.
Which is Wim Levine, who's he had a farm for a number of years at Amethyst Brook, and he has a tractor with a plow, and he's willing to help us. He's really energized around the whole project. He thinks it's going to be fantastic. He really wants to put energy into it. He believes in community gardens and.
Great.
is this a town resident?
Yep. Yep.
Tell me his name again.
Wim, W-M. Period. Levine, Levine.
Okay.
Anyway, I really wanted to get somebody who had a tractor. I felt like after looking at that land, I was like, we need somebody with some, energy around this, and he's done community gardens before. He's really involved in the farm school. Would be another great resource for us if we get Wim. We might get some people from the farm school to come help us too.
I'm not familiar with the farm school.
It's in Athol, and it's a school that's been teaching organic farming for, I don't know how, for a long time. And so people come and do residencies there,
Mhm.
and they learn how to be farmers, basically. And they have a lot of, equipment and energy, and they're really a cool resource. And
Could you possibly get Wim to write a letter of support saying that,
Sure.
that he's worked at the farm school and he has the tractor and blah, blah, blah?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right. And then I had a long conversation with Mary Ann.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us some good, she's going to write a letter and everything. She's totally into it, but she had some good advice, which I think we might heed, which was, she said, start small. Like, let's not try to do everything that we have written up, in the first year. Cause for one, she said, I think you just have to sort of recognize that this is a small community and it's going to take longer to do, so if we don't get the picnic table or the shed or the garden carts or any of that the first year, she said, don't put energy into that. Just try to get the garden, the infrastructure done. That's going to be a big enough.
We actually already have that in our timeline.
Uh-huh.
So the shed, the garden cart, the picnic table, that all happens in year 2.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
so we're
Well,
good.
she just agreed, she agreed with that sort of philosophy.
Good.
And I think she really knows the town and knows what we're capable of doing. And, she said, don't try to do too much because then you'll get frustrated and it'll be,
Mhm.
She also, she and I were brainstorming about some classes, like having a
Mm.
permaculture class. Like I
Ooh,
would love
great.
that,
Mhm.
some classes for not just beginning gardeners, but for people, like I want to make my field into a wildflower field instead of mowing it. And like, there's a guy at the Hitchcock Center who knows all
Yeah.
about that. He could come and give
Mm.
lecture, like to have some beginning garden classes too, for people who don't know how to vegetable garden or flower garden, but also to think about, some more interesting topics. And Barbara, I know you know a lot about this, so
Not really.
no, I thought you were into like native plants and
Oh, I am, but I'm not very knowledgeable.
oh, so
I'm
you
learning as I
would
go.
that be interesting to you to take a
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
know that Chris Warren and Jeff Fishman, both who used to be Shutesbury residents,
Yeah.
are both in new homes now, and they went through the gardening class with the guy at the Hitchcock Center, and they are both doing wild planting gardens
Mm.
at their new properties down in Amherst, and I'm sure they would be happy to join in.
Right. So I think that's,
Yeah.
so that's all good. She said, do not get the school involved. I had sent Jackie, I had said I would contact her and I never heard from her.
Why?
So because she's overwhelmed with remote learning, it's just really taxing.
But why not get them involved?
Well, we will, but not the first year.
Right.
Oh, no. First year, I mean, we don't even have them in our planning for any of the years.
No, so I don't
Kids
think we
just-
should get it. She said, don't even try to get a letter. She won't even respond. And she hadn't responded. So I think she was right. I think we have enough letters. If we have the garden club, we have WIM, we have the library, I don't think we have to worry about having a lack of support from the community. I feel like we have. Christine.
I dropped Tim and Steve, and I asked actually Tim, and he said that they would be willing to help us.
Oh, great.
DPW.
Good.
Okay,
Great. Well, that's good. Do we need a letter from them?
yes,
Yes.
yeah. So, because
Okay.
I have, if you read the proposal I sent, I said that attached are letters of support from the library director, the garden club, the town highway department, and the elementary school.
I think just take the elementary school off for right now.
Okay.
That's I just don't
Mhm.
think, number one, I don't think she's going to do it because she's overwhelmed. And number two, I don't think it's going to be a big part of what the gardens are about, is having kids come and, you know, I think it's down the road. So
Okay.
Okay, I'll talk to them and get the letter.
How about,
Oh, thanks.
and a member of the farm school?
well, I'll talk to Wim first. Let me talk to him.
Okay, I'll just take out the elementary school for now then.
I would just take it out.
Okay,
And
And-
I'll talk to Wim about writing a letter and to what he thinks about getting the farm school involved.
okay, and we have Merrill's letter.
Yep, good.
Yeah, so that's the garden club, and that
Okay.
was a real good letter, so we have that.
All right. So I think we look pretty damn good myself.
Did you read the proposal?
Yeah,
Yeah, I read it just before the meeting. I thought,
me
it looked-
too. Me too. What do you think, Christine?
yeah, I thought it looked fantastic. How about you guys? Or I guess you two wrote it. So, so
We're very proud of
Christine
it.
Yeah.
We think it's great.
is- Christine is the only one then.
We-
Did it look good to you, Christine? Did you get it?
Yes, I have my kid in the background making every noise she can make to distract me. I'm ready to strangle her. Yeah, excellent job, everybody. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Mm,
There was something I thought about, and I don't know if this is part of it. Like, are we gonna be on a rotating schedule to overlook this garden when it does get, when it goes into effect? Like,
You know
just to
what?
make sure that
If you look at our timeline says that November 2021 to February 2022, we are going to create a written handbook of rules and responsibilities. And so that's when we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Figure out.
okay.
And people have really warned us about, I think when we do that, we have to really talk to other people, other towns that have done it, because people have warned us about how people don't take care of their beds and they leave a mess, and you know, how you have to make really strict rules around what materials they put in the garden, and you know.
Yep.
So, but I think our language in that will take us, that'll be next winter's project.
Yes,
You know,
definitely.
yeah.
There are a lot of resources online, so not only will we have the ones, because I think Christine, you had already sent around some from Pelham and was it Granby? And as well, there are tons of resources online about what those agreements could look like. So one of the things I was thinking I could do when we get to that is to come up with a template so that we have like, so here's a topic, and then here's what different community gardens do, and then we can figure out which of those look best for us.
Mhm.
And thinking about, you know, maintenance too, the whole maintenance issue.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that, you know, it's too much for our committee to really do, that maybe next winter, another job for next winter would be to try to get a, you know, a crew of people together that would be the maintenance, you know,
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be just us, and we can ask other people
Mhm.
to help with that,
Well, we could create a community gardening committee that would be part of the town structure, would be a committee, and then it could have a budget on its own, and we could
Mhm.
take that away from rec committee.
right, that's a good idea, Elaine. I think
You know,
that's
and just
good.
have it a totally different committee, and whether we're on it or a part of it, we just let them do it.
Right. I think that's a good idea. I don't know if do we need to say anything in our application about that?
I don't think so, because
Okay.
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. We're creating written handbook of rules and responsibilities, and so that's going to be a part of it. And I think that's what's going to come. We would come before town meeting in 2022
Mhm.
to talk about the creation of a new committee. We'd go before the select board, have them create a new committee, maybe give it a little funding, and then that would go from there.
Okay. That makes sense.
And it could be an appointed committee. It doesn't have to be, you know, an elected committee.
Right. I mean, there are a lot of people who are really interested in gardening now. It's really sort of a hot thing.
Mhm.
And I don't think we'd have a hard time finding people to help us do that, but.
Yeah.
Okay. What else did we have to go over today? I mean, are we ready to push the button and send it to CPC?
No, we still need the letters from WIM and the library.
Okay, but that's all we need, right?
All we need. Yep.
Okay,
I
great.
found one tiny little typo
Where?
under number 5, community support.
Yep.
Third line down, 5 additional WHO.
5 additional. Garden clubs, 5
WO
additional-
were insured.
All right, let's see. 13 of whom were interested in garden plots and 5 additional who were unsure. Who?
Oh, indeed.
Who?
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. I am going to,
I was just gonna say, do you think after we submit the, what's our next step after we submit the application?
We have
Between February and when we hear, what can we be doing in that period of time?
nothing. We have
Nothing?
to go to the meeting to present it. And then
Yeah.
there is there's hearing night. And so people come to listen to it and to either support or, you know, talk against it
Uh-huh.
and hear about it. And then it goes on, you know, and then they vote, the Community Preservation Committee votes. And if it goes forward, it goes forward to be on the warrant, and it's a town meeting.
Okay.
So
Elaine, when is that meeting? When
The-
is the,
the Community Preservation Committee meeting is February 4th.
okay, do you know what time?
What?
Do you just have,
7
7.
p.m. Yep.
and then you don't know when the public hearing would be?
Public hearing? Yes, I do.
Oh, great.
Public hearing, hold on.
Is that a public hearing for all sort of things coming up at town meeting where people can come and?
No. This is only a public hearing for community preservation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
God, I thought I had it written down. 7 p.m. on March 4th.
Okay. So any of us can go to that one.
I think we all need to go to that one.
Yeah, I'd like to go to that one. Okay. Great.
And is that a CPC hearing for any proposals they had or just our proposal?
Well, it's either March 4th or March 18th. There's 2 of them. And it depends on, I mean, we set aside 2 of them because we don't know how many proposals we'll actually get. We have the potential for ours. What are the other ones?
There was some biking trail thing.
Biking trail thing. Another one. There could be 4. There could potentially be 4, and they're Historic Commission and the Conservation Commission. So there could potentially be 4, but ours and the biking one are probably the only 2 so far that I know of. But there could be more.
And what's the total budget?
For us?
No, for these grants. So how many could potentially be funded?
Okay, so community preservation has those categories, and all of them could be funded.
So it's not a competitive process.
No, well, it depends. Now, if those are, hold on, let me let me pull up my CPC stuff just a second and see where what they're coming from. Just a second. Okay, let's see. One of them is for, yep, that's another one for open space. And this one, they're all recreation this year. Yep, they are all recreation.
Hmm.
Can I go into the budget? I don't have it off the top of my head. I think we have about $45,000 in the budget. See, every year we have to take our CPC money that we get from town and we have to put it into different buckets. And there's the recreation bucket, there's the housing bucket, and there's the
Preservation, or,
hold on, hold on, let me go back here. There's the historic preservation, community housing, and open space.
mhm.
Okay, and so every year we have to put the money that's collected from the town and the state, and we have to put it into those three buckets, plus the bucket that is administrative for us. And then they stay in those buckets. Do I know exactly how much is? I don't know exactly how much is in recreation, but I'm trying to think of the last time we had something that was a recreation use. It was the track around the elementary school. So I think we have about, I could be wrong, $45,000. And the open space committee is looking for 5,000 and 1,500. And let's see. That's the open space committee. Hold on, let me see if I can find the other one. Well, that's that one again. So 1,500, I'm trying to see if what the, how much the, I'm trying to find how much the other one was requesting. That's Miriam. That one didn't get funded. Okay, Mountain Bike Club wants 2,500. So Mountain Bike Club wants 2,500.
I'll be done.
There's 5,000 and 1,500. So 3, 4, 9,000 plus our 23,000, 20,000. So I think there's enough money in there now.
The one element in our budget, which is really pretty large, is 766 hours to create the initial gardens. It seems unlikely that it will take 766 hours to create the initial garden. So if there's any benefit to cutting the budget down, basically the way we figured that was by taking the total materials, subtracting it from 20,000, and then that number popped up. So if there's any benefit to having a lower budget, that would be an easy place to cut it out, because suppose we assume that it would be, 3 kids working 40 hours a week, that's 120 hours as opposed to 766 hours.
So what we can do is we can, I mean, that's the whole point of our meeting with them on the 4th, is to talk about our budget and, if there's things in it that we can take out.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
there's a question I have about hiring teenagers that Mary Ann brought up. She said to do that, they have to become town employees. It's very common.
Yeah.
And she said she's not sure that you can actually do that with teenagers because they're not of age and blah, 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 So that's something we might take out if,
We can, I mean, that's totally
that, yeah,
the discussion with the
Okay.
Right.
committee. That's
but
where,
that might come up when they look at that
Yep.
as all.
Mhm.
Yep.
um,
And we're going to explain that that's what we're going to do. That's why we're doing it. You know, we have, you know, $9,700 in there. So, you know, that's, we could easily drop that, although we don't have to pay them. We can give them training stipends. So it's not giving them a job. It's like they could get,
Full credit maybe or something.
well, they could get something that's a stipend that helps them with, oh, like from the farm school or something. I mean, somehow we pay them, but we don't really pay them an hourly wage. We give them some sort of
Yeah, I
money.
know, that's something we can ask them about because
Mhm.
Marion said it's hard to hire people in the, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
I have a question though, which is, I've never been through this process, but if a question is asked, where did you come up with 766 hours? Our only response is, because that was 20,000 minus the material cost, as opposed to this is how many hours it actually is required to develop the garden. So why don't we have a more realistic figure in there? Because it's not going to take 766 hours. That's a boatload of hours.
That's true.
So I figure when I start my gardens every year, I probably put in 4 hours a day easily, and probably for 2 weeks. And mine are well-established
Mhm.
30-year-old gardens.
Mhm.
So, you know, 4 hours a day, that's 20 hours a week for 2 weeks. That's 40 hours. And that's for a very well-established garden.
Right.
So I would triple that for a not well-established garden. And
I would increase it even more. I mean, even if we say five weeks worth or 5 people worth at 40 hours, because what we're going to need them to do is spread dirt, spread mulch, build the compost bins,
you're going to have to put up the fencing. The
put
fencing,
up the fencing.
tremendous amount of time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm concerned about that, just the amount of time it's gonna take to do all that and how we're gonna get, you know, yes, people wanna help us, but I'm just a little worried about how much work it actually is.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why we have to pay people.
Yeah.
I know,
that-
I know.
why
I
we
mean,
have to
I think we
pay.
have to pay people more than teenagers, you
Yeah.
know? Anyway. Just,
We
Barbara,
can-
I keep losing you when you're talking.
Oh,
Your mic is doing that weird thing.
yeah.
My teenager is so lazy. I don't know. I mean, Christine Mier would probably work hard if she had a job, but
Hell no.
my kid would be, I mean, I don't know. You can't
She's
judge.
an
based on
artist. She's an
time.
artist, Christine. She's a, you know, she has other things on her mind.
Well, I mean, that our other thing that we could do is actually pay people who do this for a living,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but that's going to up it to at least $25 to $30 an hour, but it would take down the 766 hours tremendously.
yeah.
So,
Do it as
so
10%.
it's a trade-off, and we can talk about that with them.
Yes, I think that's going to come up. I think we should be prepared to answer
Yep.
that.
Yep.
So then in that case, always thinking about the question that then will be asked is, how did you come up with that number? To which we reply, we came up with, that number is reflecting, actually the number's not really reflecting anything. That we put that in there as a placeholder because we need to talk about whether or not we would be able to use what town employees, whether we'd be able to hire somebody on a contractual basis who has a business. But then we would need to come in with some kind of estimates to that meeting. I'm just,
So
I mean, if I
what
was
is-
sitting on the other side and someone came in with 766 hours and no explanation, I just wonder, that's all.
Okay, so how about if I take out, see, what I did was I juggled what you were doing. so I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
get- So I could get closer to $3,000.
Mhm.
No, not 19,000, I mean, 20,000.
20,000.
So I could take out the words at 12.75 an hour, 766 hours. And I could just put in like 9,700, just as a rough estimate.
Okay, perfect.
Or maybe, 9,000
Yeah,
there.
put in 9,000.
All right, so I'll put 9,000 there, and then I'm gonna have incidentals, unknowns, that'll bring it up to 20,000.
Okay, sounds good.
That's good.
Mhm.
Okay, I can do that.
So
Okay,
Elaine, when
good.
we go before the select board to get their okay,
Mhm.
we're doing that in next week?
No, we don't have to.
Oh, we don't have to.
Nope, don't have to.
Okay.
No, we go, it's not up to them.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to get their approval or,
Well, I mean, they already are happy with it. They're excited about it. And no, we don't have to get their official approval. What'll happen is the warrant article will come out and then they vote on it.
okay.
Yeah, Rita said no.
When does the warrant article come out?
Town meeting is the first week in May. And so the warrant articles come out, what is it? You have to have them posted 21 days, I think. So sometime the end of March, early April.
Okay. It's good we have a pro with us on this committee to tell us how this all works, because.
Mhm.
Not a
Okay, is there anything else?
I don't think
Are
so.
we good? All right, so we're gonna get those other letters in.
Okay, so once you get those letters in, what I did was, I don't know if you saw, I attached the plot plan and I did a terrible job. I really tried hard to draw with my little cursor. It didn't work very well, but I think I got them the idea of where it is.
That's fine.
And that's all I have is the budget and the plot plan. And so if you get, I think, did Meryl sent it to
Who did you send it to?
Meryl sent it to the select board. Hold on.
Can you send me the address of who Wim should send it to?
To you.
Oh, to me, okay, great.
Yeah, because let's see, she sent it right to the committee, to Alan and Rita.
Okay,
So I sent you guys the letter. So he can either send it to the committee or, he can send it to us and we'll add it.
okay, all right. What would
But
you
yeah.
rather have him do?
I think it's better if it's all comes in one package from us.
Okay. So if he sends it to me, then I'll send it to you, because you
Yeah.
have, okay.
Yeah.
Or he could just send it to you. I have your email too.
Okay, he could send it to everybody.
He could.
So, and Christine, can you get Tim?
That's my question. Do I send it to Barbara? The
No,
letter?
you can send it to me.
Okay,
Yep. And
thanks.
and I have not heard from Walter. I asked him to get back to me by the 15th. Tick tock, tick tock. So we have no idea if the fire department. Does anybody have a good rapport with Walter?
I can go talk to him.
Okay. Ask him if he got my email. I know he did. I know he he uses that email address. So ask him if he got it, and it was the question about filling the tank, filling the water tank. And if he would, if it's something that they would do, if they could do, and, what his thoughts are on it. Because, if we have to, we might have to pay to have somebody put water in our tank, which sounds silly.
So what do we want from him? A letter of commitment that he could do this?
We want a letter of commitment that he would be able to yearly fill our water tank.
More than
Okay.
once a year, I think.
What?
I think more than once a year. Throughout the year, throughout the growing season.
I actually did a little research on that and how much water is actually needed. And assuming that people are fairly directive with their watering and that they're not watering places where there are no plants, this should be just about right. And so there are all these formulas about how much water do you need. And for our square footage, 1,000 was just about right.
So it would be once a year.
Okay.
I mean, if
Well-
we have a complete drought, then we would need more, but otherwise that should be plenty.
Okay. I think you have to plan for a drought just. 'cause
Yeah, I agree with you.
we sort of have them.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to him about that.
Thank you. Thank you. And he can send the letter. And tell him, ask him to please send it to my Gmail, my personal account, because if he sends it to the old account that he had, which was my select board account, I can't access that account anymore.
Okay.
I have another question, and that is when they're doling out money, is it done on a line item basis or is it done on like a total material? So for example, suppose it turns out that hoses cost $250, but the water tank costs only $800. Do we have to put in changes to line items? Okay, so it's just the overall amount. Okay, good.
Within reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking some of the things, I was really shopping on price when I was looking at things. And one way to deal to some extent with the labor issue is to just increase everything a little bit across the board, because some of these prices may very well go up by the time we get to them. So for example, the shed is 2 years out. So I would say that if you just went through, or I could do it if you'd like, just arbitrarily increase some things and then decrease the labor, because we will not need $9,767 worth of labor, even at $25 an hour.
Okay.
Does that
All right.
sound good?
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have the, I was doing this on an Excel sheet and then
Yeah.
just, plopped it into the Word document, and I'm gonna, when I'm completely done, I'll put it into a PDF
Great.
and send it to the committee.
Great. Fun with numbers.
Absolutely.
That's not in the minutes.
That's Elaine, the biography, the title of her, autobiography. All right. I don't think we have anything else. What are we saying? I think we're good.
Yeah,
Good.
great.
Next
So if everybody could get those letters to me by, today is the 20th. Let's see. No, today's the 21st. Haha. Get them to me by Monday, the 25th.
Okay.
At the worst by the 27th. Okay?
Okay.
Because I'd like to
Yep.
get it into them early.
Okay.
So when is our next meeting?
I don't know. When do we need to meet again? I'm not sure.
What is it that we have to do on the 4th, on February 4th? Do we need to meet before that? Is that something we go to?
We definitely go to it.
Okay.
What
So-
time are those meetings, Elaine? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock?
7,
7 o'clock?
7. 7.
Okay.
So we probably don't need to meet then until March. Before or after the open hearing?
Maybe after that meeting, we should meet.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sorry, when are we meeting?
I don't know. So the first week in March?
Well, we need to meet after, sometime after the 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to talk about what their reactions were and do any tweaking.
Well, then why don't we try to meet on Thursday, the 11th? which is
Perfect.
A week later?
Yep.
Does that sound good?
Is
Sure.
that 2 o'clock again?
Clock? That works for everybody?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm sorry, February 11th at 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
meeting adjourned at 2:40.
Meeting adjourned.
Okay. Carry on, everybody. Good
Hey,
day yesterday, right?
Ah, what a great day.
Yay, I know.
yay, yeah.
Mhm,
People are smiling today.
mhm.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay. Take care.
Hey,
All
I
right,
love how
bye,
he
everyone.
didn't party. He just went right
Good
to
job,
the
everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.